Hi, Abraham.
We are.
I know, I am too. I knew I would be here. I love the vortex. I love being in the vortex. It's so powerful. It's changed my life. It's reminded me of who I am, and I love it.
It is who you are, and it is where you belong. So, if you should get bounced out of it, big deal?
No,
Good.
I know I can get back in it.
There you are.
I have a vortex tattoo. It's my reminder that I can get back in there. I wanted to ask you this. I love the vortex. I love being in the vortex. And sometimes I rendezvous with people who are not in the vortex, or I interact with people who are in a conversation that is not in the vortex, or at work they have me do something that's not in the vortex.
First, we want to say, we know we are really interrupting today, but we want to say this because it's such a good time to say it.
Yes.
You, of course, are going to rendezvous with people who are at all different levels of vibration because they're all around you. And last time we said that, those who had been listening to us for a while said, oh, the train has left the tracks. Abraham is off the rails, because we are always saying to you that law of attraction is causing the rendezvous, all rendezvous that you're having. But what about someone who wants to understand the vortex, wants to understand life, is an uplifter, wants to interact with people that you can help? In other words, there are all kinds of reasons that you would be rendezvousing with people who are at different vibrational frequencies. The question, and the only question that you really want to ask yourself as that is happening is, am I seeing them through the eyes of Source, or is my attention to them got me out of the vortex so that we're just all banging around outside the vortex together? You see, you are of this world where there are people having all kinds of different experiences, and you really don't want to wedge yourself into a narrow little corner where nothing could possibly go wrong, or where you could not possibly be inspired to a negative thought. Instead, you want to balance the gap. You want to manage the gap. You want to feel the negative emotion, parlay it into the vortex. When you're not with them, practice being in the vortex so that next time you interact with them from inside the vortex, you can have the meaningful experience that you were meant to have. Okay. We did interrupt you. Can you find your place?
Yeah. So you're there, and they start saying all this negative stuff and all that.
But the question is, when they say the negative stuff, how are you feeling about that? Just the fact that you're aware that they're saying negative stuff sort of hints that you're not there where you think you are there.
Okay.
Because their negative stuff won't bother you if you're in the vortex. Their negative stuff will amuse you if you're in the vortex. But if it upsets you, you're not in the vortex. And if you're in the vortex amused, you're not really calling it negative stuff. You call it entertaining stuff.
Okay.
You call it amusing stuff.
Okay, yeah.
You see.
Okay.
So if it's getting you, all that means is your attention to it was so long that your vibrational patterns started to reflect it, so that you left the comfort and well-being of the vortex, and now you're feeling the apartness. That's too strong of word. The disconnection is too strong of word, but you're feeling the deviance, the vibrational deviance between who you really are and where you really want to be and what they've inspired you to. That's why you say those people at work are so negative, because if they weren't that way, I'd still be in my vortex. And we say, if they weren't there, you wouldn't even have a vortex. Okay. If they hadn't inspired you, you wouldn't have the more that they're now keeping you from being. How's that?
Oh, perfect.
So bless you, rascals, for making me more, and damn you from keeping me from being it. When you're not with them, practice it, practice it, practice it. And then what you'll begin noticing is the edge is just off. You just don't feel so edgy, and you're just not so picky about things, and things that used to bother you just don't bother you. And it's not because you're losing control, you're gaining control. But the control you're gaining is not of their ridiculous behavior. The control you're gaining is of your vibrational alignment with who you are, you see.
Yes.
Don't you just love knowing
that
you have the ability to feel good no matter what? And you just got to practice it. You just got to practice. I can feel good no matter what. People say, well, just give me this improved physical condition, or just give me this better relationship, or just give me this pile of money, or just give me this, and then I'll feel better. And we say, yeah, we know you would feel better, but that's not the way it works. You feel better, and then the manifestation follows the feeling. And sometimes you say, well, I don't think it was that way because I'm sure that I just stumbled on a manifestation and I liked it. And we say, we know there's all kinds of things that you like and some things that you don't like. But really, when you begin recognizing that first is the vibrational patterning and then is the ability to translate that vibrational patterning into real life experience, that's what manifestation is. You see, you all think that there's this world that's manifested. Well, it seems manifested because you've translated it through your physical senses. And what we're saying to you is that when you go to the vortex because your emotions lead you there, and you practice staying there just because it feels good, so it's an emotional thing that you've accomplished, you're happy, it's an emotional thing that you've accomplished. Now, if you hang around in there pretty steadily, you begin to translate through your physical senses the happy contents of the vortex. So you begin to meet your lovers. You begin to rendezvous with the person who is the key to the perfect work that you're looking for. You get an idea that is so beneficial to the corporation or environment that you're working in that it is reflected back to you in a monetary sense. All kinds of wonderful things happen.
Perfect. Thank you.